chest day. Got my big gulp. Big gulps, huh? Okay, so we're gonna do chest today. But rather than just do a regular video like we typically do where you see me go through a workout, it's gonna be a little more informative. My goal here is to tell you and teach you all about the different styles of training that I utilize in my workouts, and we're gonna use chest as our base because everybody on Instagram said they wanted to see another chest workout. So we're gonna make it informative. We're gonna go through 5x5 training. We're gonna go through FST7, Seth sets, drop sets, all the different variations that you can use to add intensity to your workouts. We'll go through them, we'll pitch, we'll start out. I'll explain why I choose those training styles at certain points of my workout and how you can use them throughout. I'll put a few different workouts in the bio this time, not just one. We'll put one in 5x5, FST7. Now, these were all coined by different people. Seth Set's obviously my own egotistical ass named the Seth Set Sets. And have a better name. We'll do drop sets and then 5x5. We'll start out with 5x5 and FST7. FST7 is fascia stretch training. It was created by Hani Rambod, my former coach whenever I was competing. If you don't follow him, go follow him. You'll learn a ton of shit. The dude's always putting out information. He's very scientific based. However, at the same time, if it don't fucking work, it don't fucking work and move on. So there's that adaptation that he uses that he and I get along with, we've always got along with really well. And he just loves fucking brutalizing people. Again, why we got along. So yeah, I'm gonna run scoop and a half, 2 scoops of hydraulic with my demo day today. This is demo day naked. The fuckery that we have at this company is a good time. Like I always say, like these labels, everything, if I had a supplement company, this is what it looked like. Like the design team, my business partners, we all put this together and like it's a good time. These are the best products on the market in my opinion. High quality ingredients, good shit. This fucking logo, the naked thing. These jerk-offs put this on here, approved it and everything without even me knowing. So that goes to tell you the type of fucking assholes I work with. The garden gnome, there it is. The juiced up garden gnome, fucking. Come on, dude. The naked's unflavored. We did the unflavored, it has a cinnamon taste to it for help with absorption, which we like, it helps. And then a half scoop, the hydraulic, shark bite. The 36-ounce ice shaker, you'll always see me with this like during the day. Fucking keeps everything ice cold. Ice shaker. What is it? Chris Gronkowski, Gronk's brother. We started doing business with them with this, and then Gronk's dad's company, G&G Fitness, they came in and they're helping outfit our gym that we're building, which is less than a month away. And it keeps everything ice fucking cold. I use it for iced coffee, not whiskey. I'd be wasted if I did that. We're going to start with Incline Smith machine. As you can see me setting up the bench, make sure you're even on both sides, make sure you're comfortable. Me, this is going to go to preference. Whenever you're using a Smith machine, the benefit to it is the restricted movement. That's also the con to it. So the pro is restricted movement. Or yeah, for lack of better phrases, restricted movement, meaning it's going to, I'm targeting a certain part of my chest. That certain part is going to dictate where this bar comes down, right here. So when I'm in this position, I'm going to feel it, okay? So the con to it is that I'm in a restricted movement and I don't have any play to manipulate the movement or to try and target a certain different part. Or, again, this angle that I'm at right now, I like it because there's less stress on my shoulders and more stress on my chest. Okay, so we can't manipulate this movement anyways if we were with dumbbells or a little bit with barbell as well. Restricted movement. I'm going to target the strip right here. That whenever you see some people that are leaner, or if you're leaner, you see it, you'll see the separation between between your upper pec and your pec. You'll see it. You'll see the separation point. We want to target that point right there. We're going to do 5x5. So with this 5x5, we're going to do 5 sets, 5 reps per set, okay? Not a lot. We're gonna use it first exercise, use it as a mass builder, okay? Now you're gonna say, how do I do 5 reps? Because the 5 reps at the first set and then 5 reps at the last set, you can increase weight as you go up or keep it the same. I prefer to keep it the same, okay? And then I toy with the rest periods. That rest period time is where it's gonna be, where you're gonna play how intense do you wanna go. And that's gonna dictate how much weight you're using. So if you have a short rest period, you're gonna use a lighter weight. If you have a longer rest period, you can use a heavier weight. So there's you have 2 options out of the gate so far. Warm up, get ready, throw your weights on. You know, I'm gonna warm up here. I'll probably do 3 warm-up sets and then start my 5x5. With the 5x5, I might throw on 2 1/4 or 3 plates on here and roll with that, okay? The goal here is to push blood using a heavier weight and add intensity, add some spice to your workout. Pick your rest period and go from there. This is gonna take time to toy. Me personally, I like 60 seconds. It's really intense, keeps you on your toes, and it's gonna make sure that you're fucking ready to go. Whenever you do these types of things to your workouts, adding intensity, different variations, be fucking ready. Be fueled and be ready to go. Can't go into it limp-dicked. People might have the misconception of a warm-up. Like, I'm gonna do 8 sets on here. I'm only counting 5 of them. I'm gonna warm up here until I'm ready. Like, don't just come in and start your workout by doing, like, you count your first set as set number 1. Don't walk in the gym, throw 225 on and go 1 set, wait 60 seconds, 2 set. No, you're not warmed up, you're not lubed up. You gotta go into the game fucking stiff-dicked and ready to fuck shit up. So get ready, prepare yourself, and then go. We're about to do this. If you are, say, like 3 sets in, you can't get your 5. I might not get 3 sets in at 1 minute rest. I might start shitting the bed. If I do so, I'm gonna drop off this plate and put the 25 on. 5 reps is my goal. I wanna keep the pace and I wanna continue to push and I wanna exert myself. Or you could take a little bit longer of a rest period to get the 5. I do no more than 2 minute rest period. But that's why I like the intensity. So from a trial and error standpoint of learning how this works and adapting and you learning how to build your own program, this is where I'm gonna start. If I start shitting the bed by the 4th set, I'm gonna drop down. 5th set, don't think I can make it. Or I struggled with number 5. And if you don't have a spotter, like I don't, I'll drop this down, put the 25 on, 2 plates in a 25, and I'll get my 5. That's gonna be how it goes. Learn, don't just give up on it, adapt and then push yourself. And say that 5th set that you drop down there, and you did get 5 and you had more to get 6, get fucking 6. Don't just quit at 5. I am way slimmed down to where I was fucking like 6 months ago. I'm like 224 right now, 225. Fucking feel way better. Feel way cleaner. I'm in way better shape, like I'm not out of breath from doing things. Fuck, dude. You should see me in bed. Awesome. Next, we're gonna move into dumbbell flies. I like doing dumbbell work. We're gonna do Seth sets. So a Seth set. So I coined this I didn't coin the phrase like years ago. I guess it was years ago now. But like years and years ago, before I started training with Hani, whenever I was just some peckerhead at a gym, I wanted to find ways, I love training, I wanted to find ways to add intensity to my workout. So like I would work up on doing like dumbbell presses and dumbbell flies, and like rather than just do a regular drop set, like a drop set being like, you just decrease the weight, you do a set, and then you decrease the weight from there and try and continue to do more reps to failure. So I was like, oh, okay, so a drop set, if I was doing like the flies, I'd, just I do the flies and then drop down, pick another weight, continue to just triple drop set, quadruple drop set, however many times you dropped in weight, and continue to do reps. That was it. So then I was just like, I'm gonna pick a weight that I wanna move some heavier weight with, because I like to move in the heavy weight. Gets me off, I like that shit. So then I pick a heavy weight, like say I was doing incline flies, and I worked up to like the 80s. I get like 5 of them. Feels good because I'm moving some weight. Get the thickness, I'm strong. But then, rather than just do a drop set, I was like, I'm gonna cut the weight in half, and I'm gonna do twice the reps that I just did. And the whole twice the reps thing was I didn't want to just go to failure. Because if I just go to failure, that means I can quit at any time. I don't want to just quit at any time. I want to have a fucking number in my head that like I have to push myself to that number. Even if I fail before that number, I still have to get there somehow. I get 13 reps on dumbbell incline flies. So that means I got to cut the weight in half. I'll cut the weight from 80 to 40. I have to get 26 fucking reps with the 40s. 26. That number is going to stick in my head. I'm probably not going to make 26 in one set. So therefore, I'll do my 20. I'll do as many as I can. I might get to like 18. Okay, great, wonderful. Set the weights down, take a few seconds, get your juices flowing again, get back and get your next fucking 8. I don't care how many times you have to do that, get to that fucking number 26. You have to wait for double the reps, double the fucking reps. Therefore, you have a number in your head that you have to achieve. The whole goal was to add intensity, but to put that number in my head mentally that I had to achieve, and I wasn't able to give up halfway through and say, oh, that was failure. No, motherfucker, you're going. So this is my shit. What I would typically do is I do a couple regular work sets. Okay, I'll do two work sets and then 1 or 2 Seth sets. So I'll do my 2 work sets regulars. I'll probably do the 60s for like 15 a couple times. I'll be like, okay, let's get the 80s. Do the 80s for as many as I can. Drop the weight, half the weight, twice the reps, and then do it again after that. 2 work set, 2 Seth sets. Or fuck it, do all Seth sets, I don't care. You'll see me on flies. It's like a fly press. My elbows bend a lot. I view it as like hugging a big tree. Like this. If I have my arms extended all the way, I get it. It might target my chest more. But like, I'm being an asshole right now. Some people be like, oh, your form's off, you should be doing it this way. Hey, dickhead, I get it. But this is the way I like to fucking do it, and I've had the most success with it. I've done it both ways. You don't think I fucking tried both ways? I prefer this way because that more straight arm look, Pec Deck, cable crossovers. I don't want to use little weight here. I want to move fucking big weight and get a big old titty. That's what works for me. Try it out. More bend overs like a fly press. I'm able to use a little bit more weight. I have more control. And it's grown this beautiful looking tit. I love it, Jay. So that you do it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to do the videos. Okay. I'm going to big time you the whole fucking time now.
What?
I'm going to big time you.
Yeah?
I'm going to be the special one and you do all my work.
Alright.
That's kind of what we do already, but...
I was about to say, there's nothing changed.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. Seth's just feeling really important today. I still like having the muscle mass, but I really like just being much leaner. I don't like having all the intermuscular fat, and plus, you know, me, being completely honest, I like making sure that my heart feels good. I don't like the added stress of the heavy weight on my frame. I'm 5'6". I'm short. I'm not supposed to be fucking 275 fucking pounds. You know, whenever I push the limit at 250, 252, 255, things like that, like I felt it, especially now knowing like how I feel, how I function mentally. And like, that's why I talk about being a hardworking motherfucker and being like just on your game at all things in life. At this weight, at that 220, 225, this weight, I'm like, I know I'm still pretty strong. So that mental part of my head where I'm like, don't be a pussy, I'm still strong. But also the functionality of being able to fuck for long hours. It's a joke. Doing cardio for a long time, feeling good, and then eating healthier, and just being able to fucking run around the yard with the kids, do all that shit, and then still do all my functional shit outdoors, cut wood, push the mower, all that. Operate at a high level. It's my shit. So the Pec Deck, we're gonna do a drop set. For beginners out there, the drop set, we'll do this. We'll do a drop set and then a reverse drop set. Drop set. I'm gonna start here at 170 pounds. Okay, you get that, Shane?
Yep.
You in there?
Yep.
Nice and tight?
Not tight, but
Get in there tight. You need the tight stuff. That's that shit that you're missing out on, Shane. Get in there nice and tight. We're gonna start at 170, and then I'm just gonna drop by 2 pins. I'm gonna do as many as I can at 170. I'm gonna drop down to 130, do as many as I can. I'm gonna drop down to 90, do as many as I can. I'm gonna drop down to 50, and see how much I got left in the tank, or if the weight's too light to even do them. The whole goal is I picked a way to do the drop set. I'm gonna drop by two pins each time. And each time I go, I'm gonna go to absolute failure, and then I'm just gonna move on. What I like to do between my drop sets, I don't go into it immediately. I like to let like 5 to 10 seconds go by in between each drop set to let the blood flow to the muscle group. By letting the blood flow, I notice that the next time I go at it, I build up that lactic acid. It starts to burn even more, and I push more blood in there. Just my preference. You can actually just go immediately one after another, however you want to do it. But I wouldn't wait any longer than 10 seconds, then it's not drop set. I like to add, I'm a volume guy. So I just like doing the reps. I fucking love it, that's my shit. I don't get off on the 1 or 2 rep things. It's just not for me. It's not that I have anything against it or it doesn't work, it's just not for me. So drop set, set, shit like this, love it. Reverse drop set. Wonder if you're guessing what it is or if you already know what it is. We're gonna start low and work high. So I'm gonna start at 90, okay? I'm gonna go for as many as I can. I'm gonna go into 130, then we're gonna go into 170. Same sequence, just in an opposite direction. Same thing, you can do these for any exercise here. Just like you did a drop set, reverse drop set, same thing, very simple. Also very effective and very difficult. As you're moving up in weight, so as you're fatiguing, you have to use a heavier weight. That's what separates. It doesn't. I was gonna say something ignorant, but just fucking do it. It's good shit. My favorite time to do reverse drop sets are on dumbbell side laterals. Somebody did say that. They were fucking with me in the last video when I said side laterals. They were like, so your lateral is a side, so you're saying sides, or laterals. Dickheads. Foreign police is after me. Haven't you guys figured out that I'm not that smart yet? My favorite's on dumbbell side laterals. Just because it gets difficult, and as you increase, you can kind of go by 5-pound increments, 10-pound increments, whatever you would say, or run the rack up using 5-pound increments all the way up the whole rack, or 5-pound increments all the way down on a drop set that way, running the rack up and running the rack down. Both effective, both forms of drop sets. Again, you can already tell I like drop sets, the volume. I'm going to do a reverse drop set on dumbbell sides. Dumbbell laterals. You know, that's the funny thing about YouTube. Like, we get we get tons of positive feedback. I fucking love it. I get the chance to read through a lot of them. I answer some of them, but it's weird how out of all the positive shit. I mean, that's why we fucking like love doing what we do, because you guys, it's contagious. You guys are feeling it and you're putting it into your lives. But that's what makes all this fun. Is the education portion of it, where everybody learns, but also the fun and the energy that you guys gain from this. So yeah, we're just gonna do some more work. Wait for the lateral or the fucking cable crossover to open up. I'm gonna run the rack, reverse drop set, run the rack up. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the 20s. I'm gonna do the 20s, 25s, 30s, 35s, 40s, 45s, and then the 50s. And then, I mean, if I was actually doing shoulders, I don't know how I'd feel, but this is gonna probably get me nice and stiffened up, so. on saying like how many you have to do or when to quit. I mean, at 40 is where I started to feel the weight. I was like, ooh. But, you know, there's nothing saying like, couldn't go 50, 55, 60, 65. Just keep going up. If I was running more gear and ate more food, I'd definitely do it. FST7, fascia stretch training. Hani Rambod is the creator of this concept. You go follow him, go check all his shit out. He has tons of workouts about it. I love this style of training because it's all volume based. The Set fascia stretch training, the goal is to stretch out the muscle fascia so it pushes more blood. You always hear me talk about pushing more blood. That's why like he and I got along. Again, there it is, making the connection. So the 7 is for 7 sets. We are going to exhaust your motherfucking muscle group. We're going to push as much blood as humanly possible into this muscle group so it has no choice but to round off. When I look at my physique, if there's one thing I will say, it's round. Round. That I attest all that to my style of training. The food, everything that has to do with training, the food, the training, the supplementation, how everything that is grouped into that, that's why I have this look. Okay, because it was all geared around the training. That style of training, pushing blood, moving weight. Just because we're pushing blood does not mean that we're not moving weight. Okay, so for FST7, from a beginner standpoint, I would choose something at the very end of my workout. Cable crossovers. The goal here, 7 sets. You pick a weight. You stick to that particular weight for all 7 sets, a certain rep range, and a rest period. So I'm going to do 7 sets. Yeah, probably 32 and a half. Okay. My rep range, I'm going to pick between 8 and 12. Okay, so more than likely at the beginning of this, I'm going to get around that 12. Okay, I'm going to get around that 12 reps. And then as my sets continue and go forward, I'm going to end up decreasing in reps because I'm not going to have the same energy. This is one of those reasons I also talk about being fucking fueled and ready and hydrated for your workouts, because shit like this is really intense. Okay, so as you increase, you get to that 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th set, you're going to end up decreasing in reps. You're going to push yourself to failure. Failure is the ultimate goal here. We want you to go to absolute exhaustion, pushing as much blood into there, tearing down the muscle. Okay, I keep on saying pushing blood, but we're also tearing the muscle down because we're not using pussy weight. We're moving weight. Okay, my rest period, we're going to shoot for like 30 fucking seconds. 30-second rest. From there, if I wanted to increase my rest period, I would probably increase my reps as well. Okay, or increase the weight. See how the variance is there. So this is a beginner style of FST7. End of your workout, moderate weight, moderate rep range, moderate to higher rep range. Okay, I could lower this weight, go to the 25s and do 12 to 15 reps each set. Y'all following me still? Fucking A, good. So next, okay, that's this. FST7 from a more advanced standpoint, we would do in the beginning of a workout. First exercise. First exercise, we're gonna do incline barbell or incline Smith machine. Okay, we're gonna do 7 sets to start your workout. We're gonna warm up just like we did for the 5x5, but we're going to pick a rep range. We're gonna pick a weight, pick a rep range, and pick a rest period. That rest period is gonna be fucking short, like 45 seconds. We are gonna use a heavier weight because it's at the beginning of our workout where we're fueled and fucking ready. And then we're gonna move weight with a short rest period for 7 fucking sets. That number 7 is, it doesn't have to be 7. 7 is just that point of exhaustion. There is no place in an upper echelon of any sport or industry for you being a pussy. That's why the dude picked 7, because it's a fucking number that's like Jesus. It's mind fucking you. That's the goal. This is physical, but you also have to be mentally prepared and understand that you're gonna be in the fucking zone, going after it, and pushing yourself to a point you didn't think you could. So, huge fan of FST7. Go check out Honey on Instagram, Facebook, FST7. He has the YouTube channels. He has fucking everything. Ton of knowledge. Feels really good though. So, I hope you guys learned some shit here. Go check the workouts in the bio. Normally you don't do all these different styles in the same workout. The goal here was to give you an idea, give you some fucking insight. Few different workouts in the bio, like I said. Make this fun. By fun, I mean really hard. Make it hard because this is that reward system that I talk about, like me working hard right now and doing this, like being crazy sore. No, I get off on this stuff. I love it. That means I get to go eat snacks. I get to have a big meal. It means I'm gonna look better naked, like the whole nine, dude. That mindset. Get into that positive mindset where the whole goal is to be a hard-working motherfucker. Everything you do, heating it up, heating it up. Connect everything together and make your life what you dreamed it would be. Good or good? Like good.